The internet is flooded with generic AI courses promising to teach the future. But last week, Google launched its AI Essentials course for beginners. Completing the curriculum takes 5 hours of your time and requires a $49 upfront fee. The question is whether adding this specific certificate to your resume is a necessary step for modern professionals or simply just a corporate cash grab. Because the curriculum is designed by actual Google employees rather than internet influencers, the credential carries legitimate weight. But the true value of that piece of paper remains an illusion until we define exactly who is taking the course. Evaluating any AI education means acknowledging that its usefulness depends entirely on your starting point and your career goals. We can plot this on a chart. First, we look at a professional's need for formal credentials to prove their adaptability to employers. Then, we map that against your current technical AI knowledge, ranging from total novice to daily power user. This leaves us with two extremes: the tech-anxious absolute beginner in one corner and the daily ChatGPT power user in the other. Your exact coordinate on this matrix dictates whether dedicating 5 hours to this curriculum will accelerate your career or waste your time. The course starts by building a baseline vocabulary. If you sit in corporate strategy meetings, knowing how to classify AI tools helps you communicate clearly. The first category is standalone AI tools. These are applications like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Midjourney that operate independently. You go to their website or app and you use them. That is distinct from the second category, integrated AI features. This is when AI is built directly into existing software ecosystems. Think of using Gemini specifically within Google Docs or Google Slides to adjust your writing or generate an image. The third category covers custom AI solutions. These are bespoke applications designed to solve highly specific enterprise problems. Johns Hopkins University, for example, developed a custom system explicitly to detect sepsis, improving diagnostic accuracy to 40%. Beginners often assume these custom systems are highly technical to use. In reality, a well-designed custom AI solution requires little to no coding knowledge from the end user. It might just look like a simple dashboard ranking client needs based on historical data. Mastering the distinction between standalone, integrated, and custom tools ensures you speak accurately when discussing AI integration with leadership. The curriculum then shifts to practical application, prompt engineering. Human communication relies heavily on unspoken background information. If a vegetarian friend asks for a restaurant recommendation, you instinctively know to suggest vegetarian options. AI lacks that implied context. If you ask an AI to help negotiate a raise, but withhold the fact that you received a 10% increase last year and are currently the top performer, the model is forced to generate a generic, low-quality output. The course also covers the concept of shots. In AI terminology, a shot simply refers to providing an example to the model. Zero-shot prompting means issuing a command without providing reference examples. The baseline accuracy stays flat. Few-shot prompting means providing 2 or more relevant examples. As you give the model concrete references, the accuracy and relevance trend sharply upward. Applying these specific prompting rules shifts your role. You stop passively receiving AI responses and start actively engineering accurate business results. The most complex technique taught in the curriculum is chain of thought prompting. This method requires you to manually divide a massive task into a sequence of small chronological steps, rather than asking for the final product all at once. With this method, there is a clear trade-off. Breaking a task like writing a cover letter into separate prompts for the hook, the body, and the closing demands significantly more upfront effort. However, it yields vastly superior consistency and accuracy in the final output. The course balances these practical skills with a module on AI limitations. It covers models trained on biased data, hard cutoff dates for recent events, and hallucinations, which occur when an AI outputs factually inaccurate information. While the theoretical explanations are strong, the course has a major flaw. It relies on incredibly vague real-world business examples. In one lesson, a case study simply states a company used AI to decrease customer service response times. It ends there. It never shows the underlying operational workflows, the specific tools used, or how they grounded the data to prevent hallucinations. The mandatory quizzes require strict attention to pass, which legitimizes the certificate itself. But the lack of deep workflow analysis creates a hard ceiling on the practical value of the course. Sacrificing deep, actionable workflows in favor of broad, theoretical accessibility is an intentional design choice. It protects absolute beginners from cognitive overload. We can now return to our starting dilemma and definitively identify who should invest their time and money into this Google course. This flowchart maps out the decision. Let's look at the intermediate user, someone already using ChatGPT in their daily workflow. If this is you, skip the course. The vague corporate examples will result in a negative return on investment for those 5 hours. Next, we look at the absolute beginner, or the tech-anxious visual learner. You should take it. The course offers brilliant visual analogies and a curated glossary that provide the exact confidence needed to overcome AI paralysis. Google AI Essentials is an exquisitely designed beginner's playground. It is simply an ineffective sandbox for intermediate operators. There is a final persona to address, the resume optimizer, who needs the Google credential but wants to avoid the $49 paywall. Enrolling in the Google Project Management certification on Coursera automatically unlocks the AI Essentials course for completely free. By routing your effort through the Project Management certification, you alter the financial equation entirely. You walk away with 2 tangible Google credentials for the price of 1.